One wrong choice and you'll be scraping, peeling, and repainting before you know it. But if you get it right, your wood is going to stay protected for years to come with barely any upkeep. So the big question that we're considering today is, should I use a solid color stain or a paint on my house? The answer isn't just preference, it's science. Let's break it down together. Let's first discuss what the difference between these two products are. I want you to imagine the wood that is on your house like a sponge. As we look at a sponge, it's filled with thousands of tiny pores. Solid stain is designed to soak in slightly before forming a protective layer over the top. I want you to think about it like pouring coffee onto a napkin. It absorbs the stain, yet still allows moisture to come through. Paint sits entirely on the top, sealing the surface. It's almost like wrapping wood in plastic. It blocks everything out, but it could trap moisture inside. So why does this matter? Wood naturally expands and contracts with temperature changes. A breathable, solid color stain moves with it, while a paint, although being very flexible, can tend to crack and peel if moisture gets trapped behind it. Let's now take a moment and look at durability and maintenance. I want you to think of it like this. Solid stain is designed to wear away gradually. Think of it as your favorite old pair of blue jeans. It might fade, but they still wear well. And that's exactly what solid color stain is designed to do. It's meant to wear, so in theory there should be less peeling, less scraping. We just clean and then we can reapply another coat. On the other hand, paint peels off like old wallpaper. Once that bond breaks, water is going to seep in. This is going to cause cracks, bubbles, and some major prep work before painting. Let's illustrate it like this. A solid color stain is going to eventually fade away, much like a tan. Paint, on the other hand, peels like a bad sunburn. Okay, I get it, that was a little gross, but you really get the picture. Let's now look at breathability and moisture resistance. Now, we know that wood absorbs and releases moisture naturally. If moisture gets trapped underneath the paint, it has nowhere to go. And because of that, it expands and it pushes the coating off. Let's illustrate it like this. Have you ever left a sealed soda bottle in a warm vehicle? What eventually happens? The pressure builds and eventually that bottle is going to burst. That's exactly what happens when paint locks in moisture. Solid stain, however, allows that moisture to pass through it. That's why it peels less and wears down over time. So let's talk longevity and best uses, and we're going to see exactly where each one of these excels. We need to use paint if you want a thicker, longer lasting barrier. This is going to be best for most types of siding if they're well prepped, trim and doors, and surfaces that are not exposed to a lot of foot traffic. We need to use a solid color stain if you want easier maintenance and a more breathable finish. This would include things like decks, fences, and rough wood siding. Now, real quick, if this breakdown is helping you out, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. That way we can reach both more homeowners and professionals and help them to be able to avoid costly mistakes. So do you want maximum protection and full coverage? Then you should go with a paint. But if you want something that's easier to maintain, that isn't going to peel as much, then a solid color stain is going to be the better choice. Are you still unsure? Drop a comment below, and together we'll help you decide. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.